Hey scholars, welcome to Kitchen Math, where today we're going to explain how you earn your grades in the different subjects. So you'll see I have a container set up here. Each one represents a different part of your grade. The most important one you need to know to start is this large one, and that is your total grade. So as we show today, each small category gets filled into your total grade, and your goal is to try to get the highest total points you can. So this blue line, for our example, represents getting an A or a B in your class, which is a goal we should all have, getting an A or a B. So let's see how close we can get to filling up this blue line today. There's our total. Now there's 4 categories that go to fill up your total amount. The first category is your IA. The IA is the smallest of the 4 categories, but it's still really important because you only get one chance at it. It's just one chance at earning your IA points. So in a moment, we'll see how we can fill that one up. That's your IA. The next category is homework. That's a little bit larger than your IA, so it's important that you get as many homeworks done as you can. We'll talk about this one in a moment. The next category is one of the largest categories of the 4. It's your tests. This includes tests and quizzes and presentations. To get your test points is important because look how large this container is. It's so much larger than your IA, so we have to get as many test points as we can so it'll fill up our total even more. That's your tests. And our final category is classwork. Oh my gosh, look how large this classwork container is. It's just as large as the test one. So again, the more water and points we get filled in our classwork, the larger your final total will be. The first category we'll look at is your IA in this wonderful Alabama Roll Tide cup. So the IA is just once every few months, and you get one chance to fill up this cup. So let's say you study really hard, you practice problems at home, you have flashcards, and you look up practice videos, and you do really well on your IA. That would be like filling up this IA glass all the way to the top. So that's your IA category, and we're going to take this, and it's going to go in our total, because it's a part of your total grade. The next category is your homework. Now, homework is based purely on effort. Every time you try on your homework and you put your name on top, you'll get points. But there's not just one chance to earn homework points. There's a lot of chances. So we're going to use these spoons to represent every homework assignment you get. So let's say you did your homework, put your name on it one night. That would be like filling up this spoon and pouring it into the homework container. And now let's see you do homework every single night. It would look like this. So this is what it looks like to do all of your homework every night. Look how full this container is. But let's say you forgot your homework some nights, or you didn't put your name on top, or you left your portfolio at school so you didn't have it to do at night. That would be like pouring these homework points down the drain. So every time you don't do your homework, every time you don't put your name on it, every time you forget to turn it in, you're wasting your homework points. So look how much your score went down. So let's pour this into our total and see what happens. So our total grade went up a little bit, but not as much as it could have if we did all of our homework. The third category is tests. Tests, quizzes, and presentations are all in this container. Now you'll see this is a lot larger than the first 2 containers we looked at. That's because tests are really important. So we can put a lot of water on here if we do well on our tests. Let's say you have 5 tests in a subject. Let's see how much we can fill this up. You did really well on the first test. You crushed the second test, 100%. For the third test, you forgot to study and you got a low grade. You did a little bit better on the fourth one. And the fifth one, you did so well. Look at all the points that went into the container. So now these test points, it's a really large container, get dumped all the way into your total grade. Let's see if we get close to the blue line. Our test helped us get close to the blue line, but we're not quite there yet. We have one category remaining. The last category is your classwork. It's also a really large container. It's just as big as your tests. To earn classwork points, that means you're taking notes every time the teacher writes something down. You're doing your do now, group work, and independent practice every day and showing great effort. Now you have a lot of chances to earn classwork points, so we're going to fill it in many times, and that's showing every day you did your classwork. Let's watch what happens. You completed your do now right when you got to your seat. You started group work right away with your partner. You annotated your questions without having to be reminded. You forgot to start independent practice. Not very good. You showed all of your work on your exit ticket. Wow, look how many classwork points we earned by showing good effort almost every single day. So the last step is to take our classwork category and pour it into our total to see if we get above the blue line. Here we go. And look at that, we did it. We got all the way past the blue line by doing everything in our classwork, our tests, our homework, and our IA. So those 4 categories are what make up your final grade. The IA is the smallest container, but you only get one chance at it. Your tests and homework are the biggest containers, so you really got to focus on that. And your homework you have a lot of chances at, but every time you don't do it, it brings your grade down. The last thing to remember is that teachers don't choose your grades, you choose your grade. By showing good effort on your classwork and your homework, by studying your notes, by practicing problems at home, by asking questions in class, your grade will continue to be filling up your total container and you can have the highest grades possible. It's up to you to determine your grade. I know you can do it. I know you can cross the blue line if you just show your best self every single day. You got this.